Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. Who else? Get ready, everybody. Get ready, everybody. Get ready, everybody. That's pretty funny, right? The Bitcoin Weekly Candle Shout out to everybody on the live. Shout out to everybody on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. We're going to take a look here at the Bitcoin Weekly Candle. Where are you? Ooh, so if it's right, so if I would kiss my hand, and then I put it where my hand is. All right. Horrible red candle for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to Sammy Cup and Henny. Sammy Cup of Henny, you're hilarious. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So we're going to take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. It's Sunday night as we get ready for the big weekly, the week ahead. We also look at the Dow futures. We take a look at world markets, you know, price of gold a little bit. We'll take a look at the dollar index. We get ready for Monday morning. We get ready for the week ahead. We get ready to see what's going down. Already a green week as we went to a low of 41,200. We've pumped up, went all the way to 47.2. Also, heavy volatility on the weekly candle close. I've been saying that. There's heavy volatility on the weekly candle close, something I just want to talk about and mention, okay? Heavy volatility on the weekly candle close. Now, let me say it one more time. Heavy volatility on the weekly candle. No, but I just, and it goes into Monday morning. And I just want people to understand that and feel that and know that that's something that we're going to see time and time again Sunday night into Monday morning. So let's take a look at the weekly candle. Let's look at the stats. It opened at $50,089.64. The high was $50,200. Wouldn't get too far from that open. The low would be $45,496.57. The candle would close at $46,687 on the week, Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, or 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. UTC. So, we're looking at a new weekly candle with a little bit of green. Okay. Let's take a look at the weekly candle. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Let's talk about Bitcoin on the weekly. Let's look at the bigger time frames. Let's break it down, shall we? Okay. First thing we're going to do is mark our support and resistance lines with the previous high of 20K. Okay. Then we obviously had our wicks to the lows of 29. And the candle close at about 30K. Okay. And we have some candle closings here at 39. Let's open this up. Hold on. Sorry. And then we have some candles closing right here too as well at about 43,000. Okay. And we have a little resistance here now because we had some candles closing there. Some resistance in this zone. I like to put two lines as a zone. A little bit of resistance here. Back to highs. Okay. Now, we break it down as we have before. Falling wedge. Very low on that weekly chart. We pumped up. We had our little tiny reverb, right? You know, recession, you could say, a little fallback. We nailed it. We hit this bottom here. We called it. You know, I don't have to talk about it too much, but, you know, if you're new to the channel, I did call this bottom at 32,400 is where I went in personally, showed my trade, still have the trade open, still in the trade, still put my money where my mouth is, still don't play games, and continue to buy Bitcoin throughout this whole time. Dollar cost average into this area, into these areas, and made another purchase here, and even just traded Bitcoin in and out of these zones over and over again. Okay. So now we have 2, 3 falling wedges. 1, 2, 3 falling wedges. Okay. Big up lifers. Shout out to M-Bound. What up, brother? He don't drink, must be. Shout out to Paul Law. New strain, bro. Sammy Cup and Henny. Shout out to everyone on the live. Is that it? There's no one else here? Come on. 107 people watching on the live stream. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. And what's up? I guess everyone's focused. Everyone's focused. I get it. I like it. Falling wedge, falling wedge, falling wedge. Broke up, right? We're oversold in that weekly time frame. Now, the last time we hung out down here, but you don't always do that. You know, a lot of times the weekly just does its thing. That was a rare formation of very low lows. This could be a beautiful capitulation before we start to move back to all-time highs. So there's, you know, the big time frame suggests slight bullishness, you know, as the bearish divergence has played out. We called this top here too, you know, not saying we, you know, but we called this bearish the second this formed like this. I said, you know, even when we were on this candle, I said we have some bearish divergence forming. There's a chance Bitcoin falls to the downside here. And, you know, still the cup and handle is in formation. Sammy Cup and Handy is still hanging out with the cup and the handle. Okay. The measured move of this cup and handle, wick to wick. We've played like 4 of these in the last few days on the 15-minute smaller time frame, right? $92,000 Bitcoin. Okay. Now you got swing up to swing up. and you got swing down to swing down. You do have hidden bullish divergence, tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. And this lemon is amazing. They say just keeping lemon around you will make you feel good. But this lemon, oh my God. It smells like a candy, like the fake lemon candies, like it's so tart. Watch, who wants to see me eat a lemon straight face? Wow. That one tasted kind of like a grapefruit. Not good for your teeth to do that regularly. Wow, spicy. Okay, so moving forward. Wow. Tastes great though. Feel refreshed. I definitely feel refreshed. By all means, for sure. Let me pop out that chat. Not trying to criticize, but who do you always talk about lemon? Serious question. I don't know. Honestly, because you want to know why? Because lemons decalcify your pineal gland. And if you keep using lemons, eventually you'll end up in a higher frame of frequency. And lemons will actually, what you eat will somehow change how you think about life. Daily contribution. IOST may be interesting. Shout out to Tori McFarlane for the super chat. What up, brother? To Bullish Kenny G. Shout out to all my peoples out on the live. Let's do a little bit of a roll call here for my peeps. Shout out to Produce the Beat, Paula, Peter Englefield, Sam Been Drinking, hell no. Jay Moody, my dude. Black Human Honey in the Lemon Water gives you Sunday night pipes. Deborah Hardy. Wow, awesome, Sam. Shout out to Deborah Hardy up in the spot. Shout out to you, Deborah. Appreciate you, Debbie. Shout out to D. Kennedy holding down Coco. You're the man. Shout out to Grace Ashley Harris. Like it up, y'all. It's a party with the multiple thumbs up. Shout out to Crypto Night. Shout out to Produce the Beats OD. Imad Saad Drastic Measures Hip Hop. Residents. Nick Seros I'm Winning. Sloan B27. New record. Ash Jesus Christ. Funny. Jimmy Phillips. Lifer did amazingly well building a space for us all to engage and build the future together. Shout out to Jimmy Phillips. Groovy Gets. Howdy doody. Kind regards to everyone here. Hi, Crypto Lifer. Shout out to all the people up in the game. MMX Gata. I'm back. Been in the BCM swamp for the past week. I'm sure a lot of you understand. Bunch of degens. Sammy Cup and Hattie with the knowledge. Thank you, brother, for the hard work and the dedication. Anytime, my peoples, anytime. Thank you for the 77 likes. What up, brother? Thank God for you, bro. Shout out to Joshua Godso. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Let's go, Lifer. Shout out to my Irish people. Slancher. The body is most healthy in an alkaline state, even on high acidic foods. The lemon is not acidic when it comes into your body. The lemon translates into an alkaline formation, therefore creating an alkaline pH in the body. Drinking lemon water will create alkalinity. Okay. Yeah, that I agree with what he just said there too. We've talked about the 50-week moving average. We closed below it here though, and we would eventually get back. Well, we would close above it, to be honest. I see what you're saying. We closed above it. Yeah, we closed on it. This is not a good sign. Bitcoin has closed below the 50-day moving average. And then seen slight, 50-week now. We need to get above this moving average. My red line here. Bitcoin hasn't done that in a long time. Here it went slightly below it on a wick, but it made it back above it. So it can wick below, but we haven't got a candle close below it on the weekly, really, since right here. On April 20th, 4/20 of 2020 was the last time we got a weekly candle close below, well, actually, let's say, no, April 27th. Here it got above it there. The close was right on it. So it's been a long time since Bitcoin had a weekly candle close below the 50-week moving average. It's a worrisome sign. No serving in SoCal as there's been much rain. Merry Christmas to you. Tonight's show brought to you by a generous donation of the National Council of Lemon Growers of America. Shout out to Unpaid Mechanic for the $5 super chat. Let's get the super chat train going. Thank you, Lifer. Shout out to OD for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support, each and every one of you. Thank you for your time, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, the crypto lifers. Without the lifers, where would I be? I'd be just another trader in the game doing his thing. But yes, Bitcoin closed below the 50-week moving average. Not a good idea. Increase the likes for Crypto Lifer, please. Dude runs a groovy channel. Shout out to Bokes. Shout out to Crypto Greg. Shout out to Fingbook. Shout out to Joshua Godso. Shout out to Gene Francis Simard. Shout out to Ross C. CNC Ireland. Love that. Big up to DJ Porter Rock up in the spot. Working hard for the team. Shout out to Bobby Fan in the game. Shout out to everyone here, and thank you for being a part of the Crypto Lifer show and calling yourself Crypto Lifers. So look at this. The weekly is oversold. Now, that could be the beginning of a nasty downtrend that we have to break out of at another time. This could happen. We could see ourselves bouncing off of 30K one more time, forming a massive double bottom. Anything is possible, okay? So just be ready, Doesn't mean that, but we're going to look at some other indications, and we're going to talk about the 3-day chart, which I use, and not many people talk about. I may be one of the only YouTubers using it the way I use it, just because I fell in love with it obsessively, and I know not many people are obsessed with it the way I am. But what I do see is swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. Right now, I see confirmed hidden bullish divergence. Tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. This is class A. We saw class C or B right here that still would play out on the 3-day. Whenever the 3-day's been on the low here, we had a beautiful pump there. We came down low, we had a beautiful pump there. What I mean is, see, we're low right here, beautiful pump there. We're low right here, beautiful pump there. We got low down here. We kind of wiggled our way down, not too far. There was momentum. That's bear bullish divergence. As you can see, this trended up while this trended down. Told you there was springboard action, pump to the upside. We saw the divergence here too on the RSI, and we got the pump to the upside. We went sideways, got the retracement. When we were down here again, beautiful pump. Got the retracement. We're down here again. I'm just going over the facts here, and I trade stochastics, and I trade them religiously, but religiously. If we can get this bullish cross here to begin, and this can start moving to the upside, start gaining some momentum here on the 3-day chart. And this is what I've been looking at closely now. Everyone in my channel knows I've been watching this 3-day like a hawk, and I've been waiting for an indication of a bounce off support, a break to the upside, and a measured move all the way back up here, okay, to about 92, 93, 92,900, 93,000, okay? A double up for Bitcoin from its present spot, basically, right? 96 would be what? 90, 45 would be 90. So 96, 47 would be what? That would have to be $94,000 Bitcoin, right? So about a little under a double up for BTC, okay? So I'm looking at the 3-day closely, and I'm watching these indications, okay? Now, when I look at the 3-day, we've gone below the 50-week a few times, way below it here. And so comparatively to the 3-day, we're not that low. On the weekly, I get it, but we are a bigger asset now. There's a chance that we escape some of that idea. I'm trying to, but we can't guarantee any of it though, okay? We got to go with the facts, all right? Okay. 134 Lifer fam watching from around the world. Thank you for the 88 Lifer likes. Just one click truly helps your Lifer community. Depend on S&P. Gonna pump or dumb. The S&P 500, which has been very closely correlated to BTC. And we'll take a look at it at the S&P as well. But so this is what I'm seeing here for the 3-day chart. MACD also showing signs of a pink and getting a curve. Lack of bearish. Can we get the move up? Can we get our movement back up to the upside? Time will tell. Time will tell. Not a lot of really strong support where we're at. We're kind of hanging. There's not a lot of strong support till we get to about 39,000, 40K. I'd say about 41,000 here, where there begins to be a really strong level. And right about here, 40, yeah. I mean, because you don't see any decent candle closing, nothing here to give you anything really to go on except for these zones right here, which is the 41,000. Then we have the same zones right here. A little bit of candle closings right here in this zone, like right there. And we're below that, so call that a day. And there's one right here. And that's above, and we're still above that. What I mean is, like, see this one right here? And I'm looking at that, and you can see we're below that now. And if I line this up with here, all right, the only thing I got, okay, and that's like a saving grace, but we've got this. We've got this previous support at the exact level, 46,200 about. Around this area where these candles would close. Can we hold court there? And you never know, Another thing that I talk about a lot, and I've mentioned many times, and I actually did like an hour seminar kind of on it one day, when we did the weekly screen share, right? But see, this was an inverted head and shoulder that broke to the upside. Measured move was the neck, right? Swing it up to where we would break out. It kind of got us right there. Look at that. Pretty crazy, right? So inverted head and shoulder, broke to the upside, hit the measured move. We came back down. I'll tell you what, 9 out of 10 times, the inverted head and shoulder breaks up and it comes back down and retests the neckline. And then we pump from there. I've seen this happen so many times in my life. The inverted head and shoulder breaks up, comes back and retests the neckline. And I'll start showing you guys examples of it now that I pointed it out over and over again, just to kind of break it down. Yo, it's the best looking crypto analysis in the game. Hide your woman, your woes, hide your girlfriends. Lifers in town. Shout out to Michael Olin. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that, man. I'll take all the crypto girls for a nice little ride in the crypto spaceship. And that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. A friendly ride, and the crypto guys too. All of us together. I'm not going to single out the ladies. Save some women for the rest of us. I'm a happily married man. You can have all the women to yourself. I'm a happily married man, and I'm very well taken care of. Very well taken care of. Okay, so we're going to look at the smaller time frames. I'm watching The Wolf of Wall. Feel like we're about to kill it. You're funny, man. What a love. My people, what's up? Save some. It's funny. Let's dominate. Movie got me pumped. That's funny, man. You know what? Getting that energy. Sammy P, what's up, my guy? Shout out to Verlin, my dude. My man. I hope you're rocking it out. I know you are. Living your life. Being a happy man. Doing your thing. I'm going to have some honey real quick. And shout out to the Island Bee Company out of Martha's Vineyard. The Island Bee Company. Raw, wonderful honey. Wake up every morning and go to sleep every night. Keep my immune system, keep myself up to par. Also, helps me avoid the Tim Colin and family. And you can hit them up on Facebook. Check them out. The Island Bee Company. Check them out. Check them out. Wow, that honey is good. It's thick. It's real. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. And again, the black cumin seed. Not too much now. You don't want to over-concentrate. These are highly concentrated. Okay. Okay, I reloaded. If only I had that island boy talent. Put your honey in that cup. So, okay, back to the chats again. Back to the chats again. Back to the beat again. Okay, so we're waiting for this cross here. We're watching this weekly. And we'll be eyeing it for you, but I got our bigger time frames locked in. A lot of people are crying over being below the weekly here, being below the 50-day. It's not a good sign. It's not. Okay? And I'll be watching that very, very closely as well. But the daily and the 3-day both really getting pressed. This hidden bullish divergence really wants to play out. The daily, however, this is a bearish divergence. Let me show you what I mean. Whenever, normally, stochastics RSI follow price pretty well. Look, up, down, up, down. This came up and down. Same thing, right? When this was down, this was down. When this was up, this was up. They came down together, and they oscillate. So that's how you know price is okay, whatever, doing its thing, chop, chop, chop. So it's either in price is either in chop or decline or incline, right? There's two things that can happen to price. It's in chop or it's in incline or decline, correct? So listen to me what I'm saying here. Bring the music down a little bit. You're either in chop or you're in incline or decline, okay? Also, how many likes we got? 100 likes. If we get up to the 200 likes, because we have 171 people, if I get 200 likes tonight, I'm going to show you how to use the GAN fan, which is pretty interesting. And I'm going to teach you how to use high and low GAN fan imagery, how to cross your GAN fans together to create a beautiful arraignment of where you are in space and time with price action in three-dimensional Fibonacci levels. It'll blow your mind if you want to see it, but it will take up to 200 likes to get there, if you'd like to get there. I'll show you how to use the GAN fan in ways you've never thought possible. You might not even know what the GAN fan is. I've been studying GAN theory for the last few weeks. Okay, so moving forward. I've been watching this closely here, and now we're on the daily time frame. Even the daily shows the hidden bullish divergence as well as this swings to the upside and this swings to the downside. Okay. What I didn't like is the lack of movement here as we pump to the upside on the stochastics RSI. And this is what I'm going over. So normally in the chop, we're the same. How do I know we're about to move to the upside? Look, this will come down. We'll get our pump, right? Even here, this was interesting. We were moving down, right? And it was actually here. Let me show you. This was where it was. The price action as a whole had an uptrend here. Okay. Uptrend. But when I watch the RSI downtrending and the stochastics RSI downtrending, usually you're supposed to oscillate down with it and up with it. Like up, down, you know. That told me we were going to have a big move to the upside. Specifically, and you don't see this a lot. This is rare. When you oscillate really hard up, but really hard down. And boom. That hidden energy really shot out. It was conveying to you there was hidden movement approaching. That's what divergences do. That's what stochastics RSI and RSI do. They're teaching you where the hidden energy is sitting. They're teaching you where the hidden moments are inside of the price action and the oscillation. Do you get what I'm saying? Normally they're supposed to follow a little closer together. Look, this is chop, price is in chop, sideways. We came down, we came back down. We pumped up, price pumped up. We came down, we stayed in chop. This was in chop. We pumped up a little. We came down, you know. Now, even here, when we started to move up here, uptrend, right? But the stochastics, now normally, see, this is bearish div. So you're going to have a drop, right? That's moving up, that's not moving up. But that should coincide with high divergence when it ends. But if you have divergence like RSI stochastic moving down while price is moving up, it's very bullish. And that started to create an explosive move to the upside. Okay? So remember that, right? Now let's move forward. This was moving down while price action was moving up. Same kind of scenario. And this was also trending down, but you didn't get the hidden energy formation there as a blast up. Like we got the reversal indications based on the how do we get out of this bottom is we found this swing down to swing down and this swing up to swing up. And we confirmed bullish divergence. And that was a bottom and we were gone. And falling wedge and we broke out. It was a tough period. A lot of people were calling for 29K, 20K, 15K, 10K, you name it, right? We got out of here. How did we call this one? Well, we started to see divergence here on smaller time frames. 4 hour, 1 hour, even 7 minute occurred in the middle there. And we ended up finding that bottom, and we nailed divergence here and the falling wedge, and we nailed, and then I was just playing a 1 hour trade that turned into a monster trade. I kept, I hit this one, it pumped up, had to get out. Hit this one, pumped up, got out, hit this one, and then that one turned into the one. So if you do the same thing over and over again, eventually you're going to catch the one. Like if you traded this in the 4 hour pump, traded this in the 4 hour pump, traded this, and each time when you got up, you just raise your stop. Eventually you would have raised your stop on one, and it would have been the one. You get it? And then you could, who knows how long you could have taken it, depending on your trading stop. So what I don't like here now is oscillation up. Here we have a movement up, and see this? And we move up. That's cool. And then we move down. Then we move up, and we really kind of like, that's all we got. What I'm trying to show you is this is all we got when the oscillator moved to the upside here. That's it. That's like, that was our last. Since this move here, and then this beautiful impulse, this impulse, and then that. This is the bullishness. Like we had this, we had that. See how big push, just a tiny push, nothing. And now we haven't even gotten something like that yet. Like look, just like half of that green, just nothing. And our last push is here, and we may hit this dot in a double. Like we got to break out on that. Like this has got to be the one. Like my opinion, like if this doesn't win the one and we roll down, like we're rolling down to here somewhere. Definitely coming to challenge this 40K area one more time, in my opinion, and then we might wick. So, and I keep heeding the fact that this looks very bear pennant-like. Looks like a bear pennant, extreme bear pennant. So, extreme bear pennant. And measured move is right there, 33K, 34,000. Which coincides with some of these support regions, right? Like if we move it up a little bit, like right around here into this chop. So we're at a line in the sand that's a big deal to me. I really want to see lack of bullish momentum forming on the daily time frame. Look at this. It's a good thing. Last time you saw that, see how it started to filter off? We had a beautiful pump up. Same thing here. Starting to filter out. We want to see that flat move. We want to see price action get flat. We've been at around the same area now for a few days. We're getting chop again. Flat or chop. See this? 1, 2, 3 days. Flat. We have this similar to this area here, right here. We have 2, 3 days kind of at this flat after the candle close. It looks a lot like that. Look, a green and then 2 reds over. Green and like 2 kind of reds over. So I'm building you the picture of the possibilities that can happen and that are on the table. Not saying they're guaranteed and what has to happen for them to be avoided. Okay. So there's where we stand for Bitcoin on the bigger time frame, on the weekly chart. Okay. Another thing that we've done is we've pulled Fibonacci just from this impulse to the top. And we're sitting right here underneath the 0.5, the other 618, right? And that retracement will put us back down here to almost an 88.6 retracement, right? We'd also break this previous low. We break this low, we're ruining the idea that we're still in an uptrend. See this? There's still the idea that we're in an uptrend and we can continue to the upside, right? And we've drawn this out for you, the bigger pattern at play. See this? And we're going to wiggle our way out and boom out. I mean, if that's the case too, which I've talked about, the length of the pole here would be the measured move. Out of this is what looks like to me is like a falling wedge ascending triangle hybrid. And wouldn't you know, $133,318 Bitcoin, 133K, November 2022. Look at that, November 2022, 132K, insane, right? So Market cap well above $1 trillion, right? $2 trillion market cap at that point for Bitcoin. Above that, like 2.1. So, you know. All right. Okay. So there's Bitcoin weekly candle. I'm going to do one other thing for us all here. We're going to look at the KuCoin weekly. Yeah, maybe not daily. And I will slap my moon phase indicator on there. Moon phases. I like moon cycles too. It's cool. So, if we take a look, historically, the full moons are on the bottom, the new moons are on the top. And it's really weird, but we had a new moon here. Price started to go sideways and drop. We had a full moon. Price kind of started to move. We had another full moon. Price would pump beautifully. Right around the bottom area, and we would zoom out. The new moon, and we would dump nasty. Here came a full moon, and we would pump beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. Around the new moon, we would kind of flatten out. And then, boom, there's the dark. We would dump. A full moon would pop out again, and we would pump, 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 pump. We'd hit a new moon, and we would dump. A full moon would appear, and we'd begin to pump. A new moon, and we would come down again. Full moon would appear, and we would pump again. A new moon, and we would dump. Here was a full moon, and we would kind of go sideways. It would stop us from dumping. Okay. New moon would send us down again. The full moon, the midsummer full moon, would stop us again from dumping. Get us up a little bit. We would dump again here. The full moon would show itself again and pump us back up. We would get rejected and get flat. Rejected and get flat and dump again here. Boom. Where the full moon would show its head and we would pump beautifully to the upside. We would come down. The full moon would show its head and it would stop the dumpage. See that? We would pump on. It would come down. Here, the full moon would come its head, and we would not get the pump to the upside as normal. This is the first time, really, we didn't get at least sideways action. Then we got the dumpage here again, which happens every single time. It's kind of crazy, right? So now there's a full moon, as there was yesterday. It's on December 18th, right? And the moon was huge. And it suggests a big pump reversal to the upside, like we've seen before, especially at on the end. When it comes at the end of these falling wedges, we get the pump. Falling wedges, we get the pump. The falling wedges, and we get the pump. Now, other times here, look, we were low on the daily. Here we got low on the daily. Here we got low on the daily. We did not get that momentum, and this is what This indicator's telling me, hey, all the other times we were pretty right, spot on, and I've given you your move, and your move didn't give you much. So it's trying to tell me that it's like, I'm like, huh, okay. So there's the moon cycles. So just, for all you people like me who believe that there's, honestly, even if you're not spiritual or whatever, like, we're surrounded by all these crazy planets with iron ore and all these pieces of metal in them, and they move around, dude. And, again, if I get to 200 likes tonight, we're going to go over gain wave. I'm going to do the gain fan, and we're going to talk about how to set up a gain fan, highs and lows, and we're going to have some fun with the gain. With the GAN. I should call it GAN. It's GAN. GAN fan. The GAN fan. Some people call it GAN. GAN. Famous dude. So we're kind of at a standstill. I mean, we got the support and resistance in this area. A little more right there. This is our zonage. We could bounce one more time, 43.5, and I'd be okay with it. Wouldn't give us 42, so we got a little wiggle room here. Right? Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Now we're zooming into smaller time frames now. We're going to watch, and this breaks down what we've been talking about this whole time. And we've been focused as a group. We've been kind of in this pattern once it started, We've been shorting, longing, a little bit of short action, longing, a little bit of short action, longing, right? And we're kind of back here again, where it all began. And we have the 4-hour. Overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought. Coming back down to oversold. Highly likely to bounce here at 45,585. Highly likely. And it's funny, I remember we were up here and I said highly likely to come down here. We hit the replay button. I was on the live just the other night, and I'm like, it's highly likely that this is what's going to happen. I would short that, right? Nailed it. Boom. Then we had the cup and handle. We say we play back to the upside. It's been pretty funny, right? I short the top of the market, right? It comes down on the pattern. We make this, and then I'm always projecting. I'm like, well, it's probably going to have to come down and hit this area. And then after that, I'm going to trade the cup and handle back to the upside. Right? Probably where it hits the top of the channel again. You know, and I'm just like speculating based as I have all the patterns I've traded, you know. And there's like, and basically that's trading a cup and handle to the upside, is it not? And you guys saw me. I mean, we started with this. And this is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handle. Because I'll find the cup and handle no matter what. No matter what, there's your cup and handle there. Right? And then I made this a cup. Which it was. I mean, in my mind, it was. So if it wasn't my mind, then it was. You get it? And I played them all the same way that I would play a cup and handle. I found the measured moves, and I swung them all out. I found the measured move here, and I swung it on out. You know? Thought we could get higher, but once you close there, you're like, okay, that's my chart. Now, once you see the chart, you know that each high is lower, right? And that's another lower trend we're forming. And to me, it's kind of a bear flag. Because if I were to flip, the reason why I call it a bear flag is because if I were to flip this thing upside down, it looks kind of, you know, ascending. It is a rising wedge, which does have, you could say, has a 68% chance of a break to the downside. So I guess, you know, I am seeing it like that. That's pretty good, and that is a $58,000 the other way. If it were to break out, 58K 600. Can it happen? Can it happen, Captain? Can we get it going? Right? And so this is where we stand now. The 3-day and the weekly bigger time frames, that 3-day really wants to give that reversal. Right? If that 3-day pumps, it would just really solidify my trading style and my system as three, it called 3 bottoms in a row and did its thing. And that means just trusting in the hidden divergence on bigger time frames. Really becoming a divergence, complete faith in divergence. And that's what it takes to remove emotions from the trade and beat the market maker. To become a bot. I will teach you how to become a bot. I will teach you how to trade like a bot. How not to have emotions, how to use your entire strength inside of you to learn crypto, to learn these charts, to understand how to trade patterns in and out. I want to share something today from a fellow lifer that shared it with me, and I decided to share it with my lifers. But big news too today here, and we're going to get into some fun news. There's fun news today. He said, here's a fellow lifer who wrote me today. It was such an inspiration to me, I felt it would inspire us all. So I put these trades out and went over them. And, you know, he perfected them, traded them, looked at them himself, and decided to make an intelligent decision on his own. And he said, yesterday I scalped Pell for 70%. Swing traded Bart, shorted and long Bitcoin, and DCA'd into a bunch of projects. The hard work was all a result of your hard work. I now have even more confidence in my decision to go all in. Thank you. Hey, you're doing your thing, man, and I appreciate you. So I said, the market has not been great, but he was a lifer and he made it happen. A true hustler never takes no for an answer. The world is too big to be broke. There are too many opportunities around us all, right? Brave browser. News for the Brave wallet is available in beta, release on our Android app, and shortly on iOS. Users can now store, manage, and grow and swap their crypto portfolio from a crypto wallet built into the Brave mobile browser. An upcoming release will enable users to connect with Web3 dApps and feature EVM-compatible network support. The Brave wallet is browser native. Sorry. That just got me stuck. Hold on. System down. I repeat, system down. The Brave wallet is is browser native, reducing security risk and reliance on extra CPU and memory. The browser wallet allows users to transact with almost any crypto asset with superior safety and performance. Dude, they're coming after MetaMask. You know what I'm saying? They're coming after the MetaMask. And these are updates. And this is the trade that we had. Hit the exact target. We talked about it yesterday. And bam, we hit it. Just going over it this morning for the lifers. So Brave might pump a little bit. We'll talk about it. Let's take a look at the Brave browser in a second. And there's an amazing super chat here. A $20 super chat. Lifer, thank you for the love and dedication to help us be the most prepared and successful traders in 2022. Newcomers may not know yet how much you give to your Lifer and Patreon fam, but we're truly grateful and blessed. Well, I'm truly grateful and blessed to have people like you in my life, so thank you. You make it easy to want to love y'all and to want to work hard for y'all. You make it awesome. Each and every one of you, all the feedback I get, all the support I get, every time you tell me that I've helped you and people say, hey, my life has changed. Lifer, you've changed the way I look at things. Some people are like, hey, I started drinking lemon water because of you, man, and I feel great. Right? Shout out to Ralph, who says, buy the dip. Gina Bobina went over Bitcoin, and now you're caught up. Yeah, we looked at CoVal. You remember CoVal been on my radar, up over 20%. Like it up. Lifer is working during the holidays for us. Appreciate this guy. Shout out to D. Kennedy. Up in the game. Winter solstice, moon big, massive, dump. I hope not. But the moon is huge tonight. Like you can see it. Power chilling in Colorado with Mary and her friend Jane. Best regards to everyone for 22 and beyond. Shout out to everyone here on the law. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay? So that's cool news. Okay? Some other cool news. Zilliqa. Curator-led NFT marketplace landing page is live, and its launch is imminent. Here's what you need to know. Packed with features from royalties, auctions, to batch minting, and so much more, the Zilliqa marketplace will be cornerstone for artists and curators alike. All forms of creative expression are welcome in the very heart of the creator economy. Musicians, artists, designers, writers will all find a home here. The marketplace will become the hub for artists, collectors, curators, and brands. ZRC6 is a major upgrade to the NFT standard that will drive Zilliqa to the forefront of the creator economy. You know what? You might see it move faster than you ever thought. Zilliqa's been on my radar for a long, long time. So that's big Zilliqa news. Could pump the price a little bit in the coming few weeks. And Radio Shack. The legacy brand Radio Shack was a technology hallmark in the late 90s. Some of you may be young enough to not even know. I got my first radio remote control car at Radio Shack. In every small town, there was a Radio Shack. I don't know why, but there was. They were everywhere. And, you know, I came to love Radio Shack. There was one across the street from the bike shop that I talked about. And whenever I needed kind of like weird pieces or wires, or if I was doing some type of soldering, maybe some solder, they had all that stuff in the back. Light bulbs, whatever you needed, Radio Shack. And the one was still open. They were kind of going out of business, turned into a phone store at one point to stay afloat. But their website is now a front and center announcement for a new DeFi protocol. It makes you want to laugh, really, which will host a radio token. A waitlist is available for early notifications. Discord and Telegram communities are established. And yes, there's a Radio Shack DeFi white paper on the GitHub. The platform will look to infuse Radio Token as a hub of essentially a hub and spoke model that takes a unique approach relative to traditional DEXs. Oh, and you can still shop online for your technology, hardware, and needs too. Radio Shack moving forward into DeFi. If this is the beginning, how many people will follow? This gave me goosebumps. This freaked me out. This is insanity. Radio Shack moving into crypto. Pretty unbelievable. So some crazy, because that means a lot more than just what you think, because that's going to kind of make it all big. Aliens pump Bitcoin on full moons. I knew it. Fun fact, full moon is winter in the upper hemisphere. Appear larger in winter due to ice crystals creating a Fresnel lens effect. Pretty crazy, man. Also, isn't it closer? Or no, maybe not. Hey, Sam, thank you for all the great TA you have done for us and the crew. Could you please do another TA in Metaverse Pro? Much appreciated. Wales. Shout out to P11, Nad, my dude. And sometimes you wait patiently. I'm on point tonight. I'm going to get right into Metaverse Pro for you immediately without wasting your time. Thank you for being patient all the other times, though. And I do remember the times you were patient. Took me like a half an hour to get Metaverse Pro the other day. I recall. It's funny, I could remember that, but I couldn't remember the super chat. On point. You know they were going to come after Clifford. They were never going to leave Clifford alone. Clifford Inu. I mean, it was only a matter of time till Clifford got in the dog game. You think they were going to leave Clifford alone with Dogecoin? They were coming for Clifford. And, you know, Clifford, next thing you know, you see Clifford on an adult site. I mean, who knows? Sad but true. Meet the dog token that never stops growing. Clifford Inu. There you go, man. I mean, if that might take off, I mean, just because, you know, a bunch of garbage, though. I'm not condoning anybody buy this. I'm laughing at this. I think it's absurd. But again, and I don't want to hurt the devs who brought it up, because someone actually might believe in this going into. So I also don't want to break it down, because hey, everyone has a dream, big or small. Clifford Inu or not Clifford Inu, I don't know. It's not my bag, okay, and I have a right to say that. It's not my bag, and I'm not about it. How many people are in this Telegram on Clifford Inu? Yeah, 556. Yeah, this. But it's just funny. They didn't even leave Clifford alone. These people have no shame whatsoever. At least leave Clifford. Next, you can have a Spud McKenzie Inu. Spud Inu. I mean, right? I mean, what's next? You know, German Inu. German Shepherd Inu. I'm hearing more people talking about UFO. Yeah, UFO's been blowing up. It got onto KuCoin. It's been moving. Yep. It's got in, you know, Paul Barron's been doing his thing. Shout out to Paul Barron. I think me and him, we're not exactly similar. We both go live. We both cover a lot of similar topics and similar coins. And we both go over them in our own way on a chart, as well as talking about sentiment and breaking down what's going on with them. And so, you know, in a way, he's like my godfather, right? Like, I am a protege of Mr. Barron. If everyone knows and wants to reach out to him, let him know that he is definitely an inspiration to me. Shout out to Paul Barron. I think you're an awesome dude. I think the way you present yourself on camera, the way you talk is humble, approachable, fun, interesting. And, you know, I like the dude. I think I'm in love with Paul Barron. Shout out to Paul, man. I hope he's out there doing well, having a healthy, good time. Appreciate you, Paul, for everything you do for all of us. So, we took a look at my cup and handle, which hit the target. Look at it, exactly as I talked about, which is pretty nuts, right? But we nailed my target. But we got to resistance, which I also mentioned, and we got just above it. And we just got rejected by the previous level right here. And then with Bitcoin's dumpage, probably couldn't handle it. Came back down. We're going to take a look at a bigger and smaller idea here. The bigger idea is this. We're in this here, you know, somewhat of a descending triangle. Falling wedge, you'd hope to say. But you're looking for more chop here to the downside as it gets tight. And your best bet is a break to the upside out of the channel. All right? No guarantees at all. High risk, high reward. And you all eyes on Bitcoin. So just be careful. Watch what you're doing here. Stay true. You know, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. The measured move is 774, but it has some, you know, some time to kind of go sideways here before it can really figure its way out, in my humble opinion. That downside was a rejection of some bigger target areas, and it needs to come down a little bit. So we'll be watching it closely, but there's your, you know, there's your idea there for Metaverse Pro. All right. Another cool Paul. Astro Inu, for real? I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Busama. I got rug pulled so many Inus. Not buying into this. Clifford is the big red dog. No, I didn't condone anyone buy anything. I don't tell you what to buy or sell ever. I'm not a financial advisor. Please get yourself a financial advisor, right? I'm a fun guy going over crypto, talking about what I like to do, talking about what I might invest in, things that I'm looking at. And I run a trading group where I teach technical analysis and show you how I do what I do. So you can make your own decisions based off of the charting. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. What do we see here for the smaller time frame for Bitcoin? And honestly, I see the shoulder, head and shoulder forming down here on the stochastics RSI. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder. I've seen those play out time and time again. Let's see what we see here, you know, and we're making a bit of a nice little flag here. I will tell you what, I'll kind of see this though, a shoulder, possible head, and a shoulder there. It's not easy to see. A little more apparent there on the 15 minutes, see? But you know what? To me, that was the shoulder there, and when it pumped back to the upside, we're negated. We're negated. Unless we want to swing this one in, shorten this shoulder down, you know, get real tight with it, which is possible, and make this like a fat, longer shoulder. This is an idea. I mean, if we flip it upside down, inverted, slight, yeah. We're stretching it, but it's there, right? Now, the chart today said weekly double bottom. Let's talk about that. This seems to me as a double bottom. And this, I wasn't saying on the weekly, but I said weekly candle, and I just kind of threw them together because it was easier. Less words is way better on the thumb. We found 2 to 4 words. You don't really want to even break 5 words if you can. People want to see a quick idea and hit it. Once you have to read too much of an idea, they want to go to the one with the quicker idea. I'm telling you. Weekly double bot. What? All right, man. Don't give up. No more meme coins, though. Listen to Gina. We'll take a look at IOST for my man. Chems is pumping, though, on BSC pad. So true, Bob. We all had a lesson or two taught us here. It's true. We love to help. So, possible double bottom for Bitcoin. And this is what I want to see. Can we pump to the upside on this double bottom? And if we do, the measured move will be the length of this pole here. And we could break on out here to about 48K. You know, back to extreme resistance. We had issues with 48K. But this falling wedge would break out. Okay? So, 15-minute is coming down but could curve back up, showing signs of life. You know, so it's interesting. It's in an indecision point, but it could pump there. And the 1 hour also suggesting some life too. So, seeing some signs that we may get a little reversal here. I'm not saying it's going to be huge, but, you know, there's a chance. There's actually a chance here, too, that you could do this and say we fell out of that pattern there, came back in, and now we're at the bottom of the pattern again. And we're going to pump back up. You see this? Okay. So 2 ideas. There's the double bottom, and this is what I suggested on the thumbnail. But I had to go over the weekly candle first and all that fun stuff, right? And so falling wedge. And how crazy is this? I know you're going to laugh, but Sammy cup and handy. It's a tiny little cup and handle, but it is one. It's a little cup and handle. That could get us back to 47.5 on a bounce. All right. But only time will tell. And we're watching this closely on the 15 and the 1 hour. All right. A lot of volatility tonight. Tiny little pump. And we could even just end up rolling over tomorrow morning. We could end up back here when we wake up. So we could even pump all the way up here. 46,009. Get rejected by the top and come back down. Okay. And remember, we're still in this bigger idea. All right. So we want to see if this level can hold. Otherwise, we're coming back here to bounce off of 45.5. All right. So that's how you're going to track Bitcoin. What's up, lifer? Listening while I'm baking cookies with the wife. She knows why I'm a lifer now. Shout out to Justin Keeler. Let's get it. Shout out to Everyone Hill Live. Shout out to you and your cookie baking family. I hope she's wearing, you know, when I bake cookies with my wife, I'm like, she has to only wear, I can't even say it, but you know, something fun, you know. So it gets like hot and spicy in the kitchen and, you know, a little bit of cookie dough. Just shout out to Everyone Hill Live. This is a child, this is a kid-friendly show, of course. XYO flagging on the 5-minute. You called the little breakout yesterday. Rubik will make more gains than BTC. I think Rubik is hot. Big bag on Rubik, yet to pump. 10x minimum. You know, I've been using Rubik a lot, and I talk about Rubik and just bake those biscuits. Hell yeah. You could bake with, heck yeah. You could bake with crypto. You can bake with crypto. You could pay with crypto for your Patreon by emailing cryptolifers@gmail.com. Check the lifers testimonials. You'll know you're in the right place. Got to explain how these kids are made. Shout out to everyone here on the live. And just amazing, lifer. Remember MATIC? You told us about it more than a month ago. I checked in and it's up 100x. I was up 400x. I made 40K because of you. Pretty cool to wake up and read stuff like that. 5 months ago, I was able to quit my job and start my wife's dream business and go full-time into crypto. I learned so much and continue to learn just from watching these live videos. Sam, you are the TA GOAT. So many gems daily. Shout out to Justin Keylor for the $4D9.99. So nice of you to do that for me. I appreciate that. And just so many people, man, holding it down. Just giving me, thanks, Crypto Lifer, for today's beginner course. It was amazing. Just the tips I was missing. I'm going to put all this knowledge into the charts now. Hopefully in the near future, I'll take the advanced or even a one-on-one lesson. Thanks for all the effort you put in. You're an awesome teacher. Keep it up. I mean, it's just a thank you to you in this group. I was gifted a free month in a beginner course, and I just charted VR correctly and made 120 on the trade. Shout out to Chrissy Fouts. Love hearing this stuff. Just amazing, Never met an influencer so dedicated to helping his community. I'm proud to be a crypto lifer and always best place on the internet. God bless everyone and happy holidays. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. I turned 1K into 14K following your call. No doubt it was patience. 6 to 7 months, but it was definitely worth it. The other call was XPR. I turned 1K into 12K in 2 to 3 months after taking the call. I mean, pretty sweet, I'm about 2 weeks into this group, and let me tell you, I'm very impressed, truly blown away by the focus and determination of the group. Great job, lifer, and the whole community. What a team. Failure is not an option. And just so many, the list goes on and on. This goes on for months and months. Hey, Crypto Lifer, can you do XLM, please? I've been part of the Patreon for a couple months now, but I'm finally taking it seriously. Thanks to you, I have confidence I can make a killing in the crypto space. Thank you for giving me that. Is everything going all right? Just stressing you out on that phone, my love? Thinking you can check Adam possibly. Just so everyone knows, Sam's been most accurate with his TAs. I watch many channels. Crypto Lifer is the best, hands down. Anyway, enough is enough. But you can read them yourself. Have fun. Check it out. The link was presented by Love Learning in the description, in the comment section there. Check it out. Mike Olin. I'm leaving Santa cookies and lemon water this year. He's bringing gains. Santa only wants hormonic inflammatic milk. If you don't give him inflammation with animal pus, then he'll be upset. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Harmony 1, getting that pump that we talked about. We went over it the other day. Saw it on this cup and handle. Decided it would get a nice pump to the upside here. So far, have we taken the entry that we got in? We were talking about here at 18. We're up all the way at 23. We went even higher. I see a level of 38 for Harmony 1. Moving to the upside, getting a big pump here. Harmony 1. Let's take a look. Santa wants Grey Goose all day long, baby. All day long. He wants to hang with Crypto Greg and have a blast. Drive a Porsche with the top down. Show him how it's like to live, baby. Crypto Greg, show him the real world. Show Santa what life is like, man. Let's take a look at XYO from my man Crypto Greg, as it said is flagging on the 5 minute. Let's take a look at it. USDT here on KuCoin. Ooh, and it pumped nicely on the 4 hour here. Eventually. Bang out retracement. That's an 886 retracement. I can see it without even having to pull it. Because you can just Alt F, spot on. Yeah, right to the 886. How did I know that? Because that's 88%. From 100, right? It just boom. So we came back up above the 706. We're peaking above that 200-day. We got rejected by it, though. I tell you what, that becomes a magnet. I found it becomes a magnet to the bottom, and it's a magnet to the top. Once you're open and it's right above, you'll probably get sucked right to it. There's a lot of people that want to sell there. There's a sell wall. It's interesting. I've been testing that, and that's how we traded Pell the other day. same scenario. But this, if this can keep moving and it can have legs to the upside, we could see this break up all the way to about 0.00809 and, get to about 8 cents from 4 cents. A nice little double up for XYO. Slight cup and handle here beginning to form for this, So we'll watch it closely and we'll be on it. And it's on my radar. However, that 4-hour is high. You said there's a 5-minute flag. Let's take a look at that 5-minute. Yeah, a little bit of a flag here for sure. Nice flag catch with Crypto Gregory. And can we get a nice little pump up to 0.408? Is it worth the gander? Let's take a look. Get about 16%. If I can hide above previous support and get the 3-to-1 risk, I can. Even lower. You know what? Might be a nice little scalp on XYO. Tiny little scalp, though. And, we're all eyes on Bitcoin. In a volatile night, I might not take a scalp like this, but you never know. And it is looking okay. So it's on the radar. Slight bullish divergence, hidden bullish on this, too. You get your swing up to swing up. But this is flat or swinging down. MACD turning. Falling volume, falling price. Could get a reversal. Oversold. 5-minute scalp. Nothing less, nothing more. Don't push it hard, but possible 5-minute scalp here. Forming. Shout out to all the super chats. Thank you to all the love. 7.14 subscribers. 18 subs for the 2022. Please click the subscriber button if you haven't. It truly supports your lifer fam. I was going for 20K. I was going hard for 20K. We'll see. Did you guys like the stream? Yay, you're here. Let's see who pops in next. Jim Hua. What's up, lifers? Crypto is down. Tom Brady not scoring. But I had to get here to frisk the like button. Satan Lucas, don't let him into your house with the pentagram on top of the sacrifice tree. Isn't that funny? Altruism first says Satan Lucas. Don't let him in your house with the pentagon. With the pagan, yeah, he's 100% right. I mean, Santa is Satan. The word Satan is in Santa. It's an anagram. Hey, you do your own research though, and I don't want to put a damper on anybody, and there may be kids watching, so, but if you're into crypto, you might want to know the truth now, because that's, people in crypto, we want to know. We don't like to get lied to. We like to keep it pushing, Shout out to everyone here on the live. Where we all from tonight? Or what do we have for dinner? Even better, what did we all eat for dinner tonight? Write down what you had for dinner, or what did you eat today? If you ate one meal, if you ate 2 meals, if you had some with a friend, did you go out to meet? Did you stay at home? Say out to dinner. Say went out, chicken. Or stayed home, pasta. Or went out, sushi. All right, let me know. Did you go out and eat? Or did you stay home and eat? I'm interested. I want to see who stayed home. And don't be. It's okay to stay home. So Unpaid Mechanic had Taco Bell. Beautiful Home made a salad. Oh, that's really nice. See, you did the right thing. You stayed home and made a salad. Sounds like a beautiful thing to do. Stayed home and made chicken. Stayed home and made pizza. Oh, you made pizza at home? That sounds awesome. Stayed in and made burgers, home BBQ chicken, rice, and veggies. Stayed home fish and chips, stayed home burger. I got some canes. Portland, Oregon, making spaghetti. From scratch? Are you making spaghetti from scratch or just boiling it? Unbelievable. Pasta, baby. Who here ate pasta today? I ate pasta. It's so funny. And my wife left we got our food and then we had our takeout and she left it there. I want to go back and get it, man. It was pasta. It was vodka. Oh my God. It was. I want to see when they close because I don't think I'm going to make it. Hey, thanks for all you do. Can you look at OGN? Kind of looking spicy. Let's take a look at OGN. XYO has a possible scalp here on the 5-minute chart. Very volatile night, but XYO has a scalp here on the 5-minute chart. Okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just looking at something here. Okay, so possible scalp here, but this is high risk, high reward. Just want to put that out there. High risk, high reward, but possible scalp here on the 5 minute for XYO. Now, you know, when you think about this, you know, we got the variations of the C thing, you know, flying around. We got a lot going on in the world news. We're going to take a look at the Dow futures right now. They're setting up for some, you know, the news is looking pretty weak, you know, like, it, you know, basically negative is what I'm saying for, you know, for the week. So we're going to see what we see in the bigger time frames for the Dow. We're going to take a look at the dollar, take a look at what we see happening for the week ahead in these bigger world markets so we can kind of be ready for Monday morning. We're not blindsided by Monday morning. That's another reason why it's smart to come to this channel, even if you trade regular markets, if you don't even trade crypto, because we'll break it down for you kind of how everything looks in one spot, you know. So let's do that now. I really, you know, I want to see the S&P. There's a trust. That's the SPY, which is like the same thing technically, but that had a nasty weekly close. Still kind of following Bitcoin too, though. Like, see how they're in the same, like, they're in that same, they're both at the bottom of these channels. So we could still see some pumpage, and honestly, that weekly wants to rip. I think the S&P is looking okay. On the bigger time frame, possibly go parabolic. So, interesting. All right. Let's take a look at the show. I call it the show because it was the show, baby. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. Take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Triple bottoming here. Possible shoulder head and shoulder forming on the right side. Says Bitcoin could get a move here. Weekly candle coming down. You know, we are forming this area, this kind of falling wedge here. And inverted head and shoulder is forming. Okay. Something to, you know, just think about, look at. Bam. Can we get our breakout? It's possible, right? So this would give us a Bitcoin pump back to the upside if this could break on out too. Or, you know, gives you a little bit of both, but gives you that movement to the upside. Well, it's split screen like we've done before. And on the other one, we're going to take a look at U.S. tether dominance, okay? This is the little trick we've been doing, and we juxtapose the pumps and the dumps. Look at the last dump we had, juxtaposed with the tether pump, right? See that? Let's match time frames. We're on here on the weekly. Here, let's get on to the weekly. So we can make these big, get rid of all that work. We don't really need to look at it yet. And we can see these together. And we can see whenever this dumped down, right here, look, this was dumping. That was this, we'll open this up. So this Bitcoin pump was that dump. This pump was this Bitcoin dump, sideways and then the dump, right? So what do we see here? We see sideways, and on the weekly chart, this wants to give it up. See that? This wants to give it up. The last time it was high, it dumped. The last time it was high, it dumped. And the last time it was high, it dumped. So 1, 2, 3 times in a row, this gave way to a Bitcoin pump to the upside. Bitcoin dominance specifically too, which is Bitcoin, you know. So good sign, okay? 3 days is also spent. So we're just waiting for these smaller time frames to kind of wiggle their way around till the bigger time frame kicks in. This tells me that Bitcoin's going to go on a tear in 2-3 weeks, something like that, you know, because dominance wants to dump on us on the weekly chart. And every time we've had a major move for Bitcoin. So I'm showing you some signs of bullishness there in the deep thought processes of a chartist, okay? Things you'll never see on any other channel. They can take their channels and fucking asses because you won't see it here. You won't see it there. Whatever, Funny you say that Chaz Mats is synonymous with evil during Hanover. Also, scratch my head at mom going nuts over disinfecting the house of Eat for a week. She woke up later in life. Christmas BTC rally. You never know. You never know. I don't want to hype that up, though. I think too many people are hyping it up. I think it might be January, second, third week of January, something like that. I think it might push into 2022. But again, I don't like using the word I think. We'll watch closely and see what's going down. All right. So my call for BTC is, I like the long here. I like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing signs that my system is comfortable with a long here. Okay. So I'm going to make one last final call on BTC. Then we're going to leave BTC alone till we look at it again for the rest of the night. At the end of the night, then we're going to look at some altcoins, have some fun, and we're going to call it a night. Okay. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I love each and every one of you, and I'm thankful to have each and every one of you in my life. Everyone that decides to spend a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, hits the like button, watches my show, contributes to the likes, contributes to the comments, sends in a super chat, does its thing. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. I love you all, and I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. There's no words that I could say. As this year ends, I'm just very, very sentimental about this year. It's been such a year of my life, such a crazy year. We are starting to get tight. In my humble opinion, we're getting tight. We're getting tight. Okay? Tightness. And we want to see Bitcoin pump out of this flaggy wedge here. At one point, it will say no more. Right? So, I've done this the last 5 nights straight. 4 nights, 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. I've traded a cup and handle in this situation. 1 hour getting Lotus flip in the 50-minute. We could see the dump. It's heavy volatile. But I hit my last one. I've hit 4 of these, so if I lose one, oh well. I'm already 4 up, right? So let's do another. So I like what I'm seeing here. And it's high risk. It's not the best trade, in my humble opinion. If I wasn't up the other ones, I wouldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fishy Sunday night. And I'm feeling frisky for BTC. So I'm looking at this for Bitcoin as a trade here. So what do? We juxtapose this. Always double charting, triple charting, chart juxtaposing. The chart juxtaposer. Oh no, so when that goes, it gotta flow with to keep it going, never knowing when I gotta keep it rocking, stocking when I'm rocking, and I'm never gonna. Sorry, I just went into that mode. I used to rap, so every once in a while it gets a handle on me. But people don't want to hear a chartist who raps. When you start rapping, people are like, you can't be good at charting and rapping at the same time. I am tuning out. And obviously, because they've never seen it, and it throws people off. And I get it. Probably would happen to me too. I'd be like, nah, not today. I'm going to go watch some nerdy dude who doesn't know anything about hip-hop. But that's biased, right? We're going to take a look at Bitcoin 3L here on KuCoin. We're going to say we're looking at the same chart here, the 1 hour. The 1 hour. And we're going to just draw it up here. This is a 3x leverage trade on Bitcoin. And you never know, there's a chance you catch the bottom here. There's a chance. Not saying it's guaranteed, but there's a chance you catch the bottom here. So this is the same trade that we're looking at. We're just deriving it off the Bitcoin trade. You see how it's the same thing? I'm just building it to be super precise. You know, here's to those who know, and here's to those who don't, man, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you know the life or skill, then you know. If you don't understand me yet and you're still trying to figure it out, hopefully you do one day. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Sharing those places as with me. Now is your time. What if I was like mad laid back and everything I did was like, yo, people would be like, nah, I ain't playing that. I ain't playing that what I do. That dude too laid back, yo. So there's the idea here for Bitcoin. So it's back to a long on Bitcoin 3 out for me. Same scenario. Back at it again. It's the same thing that I do over and over again. Consistency is key. It's the consistency that I keep key. If I do the same thing over and over again, I can get good at it. Right? You feel me? Funny, it didn't remember my writing. It didn't follow my writing. We actually haven't been stopped out from the first one too. Still in it. Technically, you know, from that day. So we trading that this may hold us down, right? If anything, look, remember, come to the 200 and get rejected. Look, watch for that region to possibly be a place of profito taking, you know, and anything is possible. High risk, high reward on this idea. Oversold on the 1 hour. We are pointing down, but I'm hoping we get that flip up. You know, 15 minute is getting some momentum here, and we've double bottomed. Shoulder, head, and shoulder here. Possible inverted head and shoulder at the tip here, even though it's messy. So I'm looking at this closely here for Bitcoin 3L. All right. 1 hour and 15 minute. Both looking like the momentum wants to flip. I've seen this play out in my favor before, so here we go. How does everyone feel about the new year, coming into the new year? You're gonna balance portfolios. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna hold the same coins? You're looking for new blood in the game. You know, you're gonna sell at a bunch of losses so you can harvest that. What are you thinking of doing for the year? What are your plans? OGN blasting off. You are good luck. Let's take a look at OGN. Did get the push up here. I just watch it here. That 1 hour is getting high, and you're about to hit resistance and tap that 200. Very good place for a rejection point there. If you're scalping, just be careful. It did break out nicely, though, out of this. Funny what I see here, too. Look. Possibly doing its thing. It's in the rounded bottom, too, though. Getting that move up, but I think I see it kind of channels its way out till it gets on out again. Probably does a cup and handle down here and rips out. Just look for it to cool down as that 1 hour is getting hot. Right? Might get right up to that 200 and then get rejected. Okay. I'll take you, Silver Gina. Is 45,000 key support. XRP, boom. XRP, really? Booming? I almost don't believe it. Oh my goodness. XRP getting lit. That's hilarious. Let's take a look at this. Sad that I didn't see it. This is good. It makes me want to wake up a little bit. Be like, yo, boy, it's out here. Look, this is what you would do. You take the wick to the wicks. There's your measured move, and you get lit. Look how lit you got. I mean, bang. think I was a little long on that move. Yeah, there it is right there, right? There it goes. So the rising wedge that breaks to the upside, unbelievable. And then this is a falling wedge. This is what we need Bitcoin to do. 1, 2, 3. If this can do this, maybe Bitcoin can do that. You get what I'm saying? What did I say here? Golden pocket. That's what, ooh, look at me. So Daddy was all over this. Look at Daddy was all over this. Call him the golden pocket right there. So if you were one of my wonderful students, I had drawn a Fibonacci for this on the bigger level. And we had talked about the golden pocket, where it was. And where do we get a bounce? Out of the golden pocket. Sitting at about 82 cents. Wow. Any news? And look, we did just get almost to that area there of the 200-day and got rejected by it. You'll see this happens a lot. The 200 will be that rejection. Anything near it on the way. When you're below the 200, you'll get sucked up to it and then you'll get rejected by it. It is what it is. Pell did it just yesterday, so learn these things. This is why I'm using the 200-day moving average on the chart. Okay, we take a look at Pell here in the 1 hour. What did it do? We found it in the wedge. It pumped out of the wedge, cracked through the 200. I traded on the 15 even, but it got sucked up to the 200, passed it, and got rejected. Pretty interesting, you know? Let's take a look at the Dow. It was down 531. We got to take a look at Dow futures for Sunday night. What do the Dow futures look like? What are we seeing for Dow futures? So they're down 269. That means Monday morning could be a bloodbath. Already down 4, 5, 6, 700 points. You never know. Showing signs of a darkness. Not good. Not good. And, you know, they're doing it again. They're running that fear, and fear, and more fear. Omicron, raging. They say it's raging. Raging around the world. Is just raging around the world. So they're building the narrative, you know. Omicron forces wave of closure. Is Biden warns winter death approaching? I mean, Biden warns winter of death approaching. Here you go. So just watch out for Monday morning of fear in the market. They're building up a move here. They're building up something, and you can see it. And so I'm getting you ready for your Monday morning. So when you wake up tomorrow and you see absolute bloodbath in the market, you're like, what the? And you're like, hey, the lifer told me the futures were down Sunday night at 10 p.m. And he broke it down for me. So you can't act like you don't know what's happening if you're a crypto lifer. The sad thing is, some days I don't want to know that I know so much. I'm like, why did I have to see that was going to happen in the market? I don't want to know that. Good thing here on the Dow Jones Industrial, though. The 1 hour is oversold, telling us that we should break out tomorrow morning and negate the bad news. Show me the charts, I'll show you the news. News says no. Chart said yes. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Even the 4 hour getting back to oversold, great sign that we didn't make it back down here. I called this inverted head and shoulder here for you on the Dow. Told everybody not to worry. When everyone was in complete fear and freaking out, I showed you this inverted head and shoulder, said we should break to the upside with the measured move here. Where did the Dow go? Right to the measured move. This game is easy. You just play the shapes. I mean, nothing's easy. It seems easy, but it can be easier if you let it do its thing. Okay? Let's look at the giant time frame. I have a giant inverted head and shoulder on the Dow. And so far, it's playing out. I even had this right shoulder when it was just coming down. So I've got the Dow kind of mapped out pretty much in a broadening wedge here. And honestly, broadening wedge go up, down, and then they come up in the middle, they drop here, and they pump, and that's usually where they start to move super fast to the upside. So, the daily is overbought, though. That is a worrisome sign. Downside. Come back up, come back down, possibly. So, looks like the 4 hour or the 1 hour will help us back up here. We'll look for some fear and danger. So, that daily does have to come down. Raging like the STTs of the U.S. Congress. And I'm sorry, but how about, it's like, I don't even know, but CNN, man, how many people that work for there are going to be implemented in just, I'm not even going to say it, but jeez Louises. Like, I wouldn't want to be associated with anyone from there. I'll be honest. Like, it seems like a cesspool of some type of negative energy there. Help me smash that like button, smoosh it, and then come back, and you won't miss a thing. Winter solstice, shortest day of the year. The Recult uses that for their own games. Oh, yeah, it's the shortest day of the year on December 21st. It's coming. Winter solstice. December 20th, December 21st. It's always a weird day. Yeah, countdown. 7 likes to 200 lifer likes. Wow. Biden has earlier mentioned about the Chinese, always positive vibes when I'm here. Thank you for everything you do. Shout out to Kathy. Wow, Kathy. Thank you so much for the $4.99, Kathy. And what a beautiful smile you have there in that picture. Shout out to Kathy for the $4.99. Look at that pump, Crypto Greg. Boom. You called it, Crypto Greg. You called it. Boom. Flagging. And it erupted, man. Remember, though, it's getting hot. Getting hot. And far away from that 21-day moving average. Did get above the 200. Great sign on the 1 hour. Then it pumped past the 200. Look for some type of wedge here, falling wedge, something like this. Come back to the the 21 day, 21. Look for this double top. You never know. You might get more pump, but more than likely this is it. Nice move though. Keep going. Look at that volume spike on OGN. Keeps going, man. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. It's got legs. Now, even the 50-minute says nay. Yeah, it's cooking, baby. This thing's going to have to pull back and make a flag at one point. It's got good volume, though. Look at that. One more push-up, 66. Look at that massive, massive volume move there. OGN doing damage. Still going. 167 now. Just did 5% in front of us because 6 cents would be 10 and did 3 right there. Boom. These are pullback areas. This is where I take profit, though, every single time. The 1 hour gets extended and I'm out. Also, RSI gets high. That's it. That's when you know you're going to flag out. Look at 67. It's going to defy me. I'm telling you, at one point, it's going to flag out. You don't have to worry. You don't have to FOMO. Even if you miss more of the top, I would personally... At this point, I would close the trade. It's just too extended for me. It's making me uncomfortable. You can even see me. I'm like, ugh, that's too much. It's too much. That's a pump group or something. I don't know what's going on there. But that's got to flag out now. Nice call, though, Crypto Greg. You nailed it. You were good luck with streams. A nice short for OGN. I don't know about a short because it might flag here. I think it would just flag out and then pump again. You don't always have to think about a short immediately after a pump out because it goes sideways and it'll, I would plan my short out way better. I'd be sitting at a level, something that I'm looking at, waiting on it to bounce down, So the total market cap, which we talk about a lot and go over almost every day here on the channel. Basically, we do. $2.18 trillion holding levels, right? Bit of a shoulder, head and shoulder, really messy, but possible. Forming a higher low here on the 10-minute means nothing. Let's get out of the 10-minute. But this falling wedge and the bigger picture here is this channel that we've been looking at here, the total market cap. I was just thinking, man, I used to watch a lot of channels. There's no other channel I ever watched that gave me the total market cap, the Dow Future Sunday night, broke down some of the news, researched some mini coins, would go over a live coin as it pumped, would talk about the daily, the weekly, the 4-hour chart, would do thorough analysis of Bitcoin for a half an hour straight, would also fall in Bitcoin dominance, juxtapose it with the US Tether dominance chart, talk about total, talk about, like come on now. Give you the Dow in a nutshell, like, If I had a channel like this in 2017, I would have dominated the game, man. I would have dominated the game. I like to create what was never there for me. I like to think what I have wanted. And I say, I would have wanted that right there every time. I said, all right, then you better go out and do it. And then sometimes my mom's like, that's a lot of effort, Sam. I don't think I can handle that. I'm like, well, you were meant to do it. You better get your butt out there and do it. And stop complaining. No excuses, baby. And XYL ready to go. Yeah, I mean, it's about to blow. NDL, never dealt the lifer, said one dude. I didn't say it. He said it. I never said it. He said it. And he said it multiple times. I mean, I think he was right. You are dominating right now. Shout out to Crypto Gains. That was fast, Greg. Let's take a look. We'll jump on out of here for total. We're going to take a look at XYO as it boomed out. It's funny. Whenever Crypto Greg and me get together, there's gains on the channel, I'm telling you. Wait for the next bull run. Watch me and Crypto Greg in tandem, like tennis players doing them. There's the pump right there. Boom. Just talked about. We saw the hidden bullish divergence. We saw the wedge. 68% chance. You know, it's a small time frame. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're gonna win greatly, but you know, a little percent gain there in a couple minutes, right? In 10 minutes, you make 4 or 5%. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. You know, we're spoiled. I can't watch any channel that doesn't pump the tunes. Shout out to Crypto Dingo, ate my Satoshi. Just feeling life, baby. I'm feeling life. Is it okay to be alive? Is it okay to feel alive out here? Is it okay to feel like you're feeling every inch of your soul? Is that okay? Because I feel like they don't want me to live lately. I feel like people don't want me to feel alive. Because I'm going to feel alive no matter what, baby. Ain't nothing going to stop me. Never lived in fear and I never will. Shout out to all my lifers out here living their life. As we watch this pump happen right here on the channel. XYO and the flag, baby, bang. Pop, pop, pop. Bang, bang, bang on the live. Putting in that work. Putting in that work, baby. Shout out to the XYO Scout. Shout out to Crypto Greg, man. How many times can a person hold you down, man? Shout out to Crypto Greg. Thank you for everything, man. All the love, all the support. Probably about a year now doing them. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Hey, Lifer, you got the best TA. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. Bam. $50 super chat from my man Mike. Shout out to my man Mike. Appreciate you, man. Gonna get my 16% here on XYO. You want it all, baby. He's like, I want my 16%, baby. I mean, we going, baby. We going. Let's see if other time frames have momentum. We do it. Yeah. Now, 15-minute is flipping for you. I think you may get them. This thing's got legs to the upside. Congrats to my lifers. We doing them. Let's go over MATIC, baby. We'll keep this on ice. I'm going to keep it right there, though. We'll come back to it. Metaverse Pro, we took care of that, too, as well. We talked to... Oh, man. Shout out to all my people on the live. Shout out to everyone here. Where's my beautiful sex whale at? Right? Where's the sex whale? Shout out to... Here, let's take a look at MATIC. Shout out to Mike Jordan for the $50 super chat. Mike Jordan, $49.99. Are you kidding me? D Kennedy for the $4.99. I feel you, bro. Live your best life. What's Shiba looking like these days? Thank you, bro. That goes out to my best YouTube friend, Mike Jordan, man. You're the man, dude. Mike Jordan, thanks for showing your support, dude. $49.99. Woo. It's getting hot in here. Y'all, you guys are unreal. Turn this into a party. Shout out to everyone here live. Thank you, bro. Could Gala be next? We'll take a look. Legs. Continue to encourage each other daily. I learned so much every day. Shout out to Deborah Hardy. 205 likes. Super chat Shiba. We'll take a look at Shiba and MATIC. Mr. Smurfington, my man. Love and miss you, brother. Love and miss you. Jordan dropping 49 points on him. Buckets, baby. Buckets. Wait, can I do the water drop? Watch, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on a Sunday night, baby. On a Sunday night. Rocking with DJ Crypto Lifer. Drip, drip, drip as the water cuts through the stone. Funny, right? Wow, look at that move there. Booming. Banging on him. 7.5% on a candle. Massive pump up to the upside there. Where my lifers at? The level of talent is unparalleled. Shout out to C-Maz up at the spot. I can beatbox. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry. Tell me to stop. Yo, he's gone. Skills unlocked. He's out. He's out. He's out. Where he is? He's out. He hit stop. He's gone from my channel for days. For the rest of his life. He's removed. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. I removed the negative energy immediately. Out. Slaying it. Someone still blocked him. Oh, look at that pump. Look at that beautiful pump. Nailed it. Live on the stream. Shout out to everyone here live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And Bitcoin's up a little bit too. At 40. Skills locked. Gone. Bing bong. What do you think about Voxy's? Voxy's hot. Love the stream, brother. Can you please look at VChain? We'll take a look at MATIC. Then we got to take a look at Shiba Inu for my dude. And we'll go back to OGN real quick. Actually, we're going to split screen here. XYO up there. XYO getting busy, baby. Woo. Okay. There's my Bitcoin long. Sitting a little bit. And we want to look at OGN. There it goes. Look at that. Nice pump. Inverted head and shoulder. Broke to the upside. But I really think, wait, let's see here. 4 hour has more, 4 hour has room to grow. I just see it's going to flag out here. I'm telling you, trust me, Crypto Greg. It's going to flag out here. Gonna flag out for the next hour or two. It could still pump. Put the alert on the 15. When the 15-minute comes back down, I'll look at it again. OGN, but it's on ice right now. All right. As freaking XYO just starts to do serious damage. You sexy thing, you. XY. Oh, getting busy up in here. Look at that. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Don't feel down, feel good. Life is amazing. It's a trip to be alive. You never know what's happening. You never know where you're going. You never know what's going to happen to you in your life. Let's take a look at MATIC. Let's take a look at MATIC. Crypto Greg, do whatever makes you happy, no matter what, right? You do whatever makes you happy. The TA says it's going to flag. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not telling anyone what to do with their money, all right? We'll take a look at MATIC here, and I've been talking about MATIC for a while in this beautiful channel. It's continuing to get nice and comfortable in this channel, okay? Even has another top channel here. So there is MATIC. I see it continuing in this same framework. Now, it could fall to the downside, but I believe it's in an ascending triangle, which is 50-50. So it's going to depend on what Bitcoin does. But I like the entry here at around 181, right, where we were talking about it down here. Came back down, boom. If it comes back down even lower, look for it to come here. If you get blessed enough for it to touch here. If not, it breaks out. So I look for here, retest, or here. My two regions I would be looking for MATIC, right? Again, target at 5 beans, 176% gains out of MATIC. Watching it very, very closely. Layer 1 moving. Ethereum finally got a bit of a move here, back above 4,000 for a brief time, sitting at 39,929 now. But Ethereum showing signs of life. Crypto Geg, you rocked it. Congrats. You really did, though. We always hit on the stream. Grace Ashley Harris, roller skating is a great culture with music and all. It's wholesome. Sunday funk, baby. Don't stop. Get it, right? Life is amazing. Disco Ninja. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Chat rate was 0 like an hour ago. It's now back to 8. We're pumping hard. We got the 200 likes. Didn't I say if we got the 200 likes, I was going to do something? What was I going to do? And we got to take a look at Shiba Inu for my man, D. Kennedy, out in Coco watching that spaceship. Did you watch the spaceship shoot up? Didn't it go out today or yesterday? Got to be cool to see that. Does it rock the whole area? Do you hear it? How many times a month do you get to see that? Seems like it happens more regularly than I thought. I thought it was like once a year. Seems like it happens here like a lot more than that. I have no idea. I'd have to research that and find out. I keep a fat bag of MATIC. I will disclose, I keep a fat bag of MATIC. You know. Shout out to Ray Self jumping on into the live, jumping on into the Patreon. Shout out to the new Patreons. Futures down a little more, 275. Dow futures struggling right now, right? Hold till December 30th, seeing Dow above 30 today. 200 countries are long and NF. Any idea about tomorrow market? TG, 13 points from low, TG achieved. Short covering rally will not hold in front of gap down. Support now, 34.20. Wednesday nights and Dow, big bears are close friends. Right, long above 34 will be screwed soon. Yeah, they're going to print money like crazy. Anyway, so Dow futures down 275. Okay, 290 now. We could see a bloodbath tomorrow morning, 400 points down on the Dow. Could pull down the price of Bitcoin, you know. Despite my long here, but my my long's pumping, dude. My long's pumping a little bit here, right? Getting a little bit of action. Getting a little bit of that action, baby. Off the bottom of that triangle. So my long's doing damage right now. A little bit, nothing crazy. Just a little something. Little something. Hard to get it all in one thing. I gotta move it without moving that. stop. That's why long when the 15-minute is low and I see the 1 hour has momentum, both telling me there's signs of life here for Bitcoin. So we'll see. Again, though, until we'll probably just get. I'm not saying this is good. I'm just swing trading now. I don't care. Bitcoin long term now. I'm just like, until you get above 52K, like I don't even take you seriously. Like you're in a downtrend, and I'm just going to continue to trade you back and forth. Nothing else. That's it. No hard feelings, Bitcoin. But I'm going to hold my long term bags. But right now, I'm just going to be accumulating here and there on the really bad red days, and doing what I got to do. Oh, speaking of that, let's take a look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. What do we see in there for the Crypto Fear and Greed Index as well? It's about 25, still edging up. I'd want to see it lower. To me, that's expecting another downtrend, because I thought we would see more fear pressed down. Usually it's max pain. I'm very surprised by the max pain here. Thought we'd definitely see more pain. Okay. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu from my man D. Kennedy. All right. XYO did the thing all the way up 12%, got rejected by my top trend there. My rejection point, interesting, went right to that line and then, okay. That's a good scalp. I'd be happy. I said 16. I'd be happy with 12 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, make 10% gains. I mean, here you go, man. This is how it starts. That's how it starts. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for all your dedication and love. Shout out to Paul Law. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Slayer, skills locked. Gone, bing bong. Can you check out PYR? I got in at 1440. That thing got pounded to the ground. We'll take a look at it. Out of XYO. Thank you. There's 4 rockets here now. I can't keep track anymore. The rockets take off frequently. Yeah, it's got to be crazy. Let's take a look at AJ Shiba, who's talking about Shiba Inu. Okay. You see how OGN stopped and started to go slow here? I'm telling you, man, trust the lifer. Look at that. Actually, don't do whatever. Trust the technical analysis. Don't trust the lifer. Trust the technical analysis. Stochastics are low. See what I'm saying? The stochastics got overbought on the 15 and the 1 hour. It's an indication that you're extending. High probability that the trade will end. So don't trust me. Don't listen to me. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice, right? But what I would say is watch the stochastics RSI and learn how to use them. I will educate you on how they are used and how to watch them, what they mean, what the red and blue line mean, what the dotted lines mean, how to add the indicator, and everything you need to know about it. Yeah, music is loud. We're going to put it louder too, Kevin. I hope you can handle it, Kevin. Window will shake. If you're at the Space Center and close, your chest will rattle. That's pretty crazy, man. Queen of Shiba Inu. Gina, all good, thanks. God bless. The music, I love it. Appreciate that, man. And look at the dump on OGN there. That was Crypto Greg leaving. Crypto Greg has left the building, everybody. I'm just joking. Bang. Drops the anvil. Turn the music back up. I know, right? I like this kid. I like this AJ Shiba kid. And let's get into Shiba Inu. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, rocking out with me, kicking it with me. We got the energy. We got the vibe. I'm on my rocker board. I'm on a board, literally, on a rocker board. I'm feeling good. Loving my life. Realizing this is all we have is this energy, this moment in time. The present is all we can collect. They'll try to take it from you. Don't give your present moment to anyone but yourself and your loved ones and people you care about, baby. And keep it moving. Shiba, showing signs of some really strong divergence here on the 1 hour. Swing down to swing down, but it's swing up to swing up. Has Shiba Inu finally bottomed at 3? Jeez Louise. Shiba getting beat to the ground. Right? I'm going to delete everything and we're going to start fresh again. But, look at this thing. I mean, it ballooned and mooned. And they brought it all the way right back to support. Right? This beat is hot. You have to give it to them. Whoever rocked this beat, like, their crew was just jamming. They were having a blast making this song. You know they were. They were just in the studio just jamming. Imagine being the guys when they were making this song. So look, SHIB is bouncing off the 706 retracement area on this giant fib. It's not too bad. It could go lower, but that coincides with support and resistance. We got a zone here of chop. SHIB could find its way out and move to the upside. Try to find its way out. Tried to kind of bowl out here and made a move, but got rejected when Bitcoin couldn't handle it. And everything could move with Bitcoin. So all eyes on Bitcoin. Shiba Inu bowling out here. Look at the last bowl. It happened long time. Long time. You could take a fractal here. That took a while. It could take a while as well. Take a look at the daily time frame, which was oversold many times already. We got oversold here, and I was like, all right, that's it. I was like, that's it. I said, that's it. I pulled fib. Eventually got stopped. I got stopped out, right? And then there you go. Then we got a fake pump or dump. Honestly, this is interesting. I didn't see this before. It's a diamond, technically. Came in from the bottom, came in from the top. Should pump out the top. That's an interesting concept. That it is a diamond. There's a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside here. And we're at a good fib level, and we're extremely oversold in the daily, like double bottom. Like, stochastics say enough is enough, you know? And you got swing up to swing up here. This jam bangs on him, yo. Hold up. Rocker board underneath. I'm stupid, man. Don't mind me and my craziness. Yo, that shit is hot. Okay, so Shiba Inu, man. I like what we're seeing here for Shiba, and it's doing its thing. 706, possible diamond there, crazy, drunken, flunking diamond, but hey, you my lifers, we know we can pull that off. That's happened before. Oversold, falling volume with falling prices. We will have a reversal. Almost every coin says enough is enough. We're coming for you. The oscillators are saying we're extended, and this is about extended as we get, but you never know. I always say you never know, but I do. You know, SHIB is starting to bottom out. Well, we have said that before, and she gave way on a Bitcoin dump. But we're getting very extended. 3-day chart, beat to the ground. Like, come on now. Hidden bullish everywhere. Showing signs of life for Shiba Inu. So, XYZ hit the target and got rejected. Remember, this was a 5-minute scalp. Even 1 hour scale. Look at the 1 hour time frame. Look, the 1 hour got high. You get in when the 1 hour is low. You get out when the 1 hour gets high. That's it. Don't play yourself. Use the stochastics RSI and trade the time frame you choose. If you get in on the 4 hour, keep it in, you know. Now, if you got in on this, wait, I'm sorry, 5-minute chart. See the 5-minute chart here? And it was a 5-minute scalp. 12%, beautiful time. You made 12% in 5 minutes. It's a beautiful thing. Move on. You know what I'm saying? Then we talked about this here. Look, go back to the 5-minute here. And we talked about this making a flag here. What did I say? It was going to flag out. What's it doing? It's flagging out. All right? How did I know that was going to happen? Stochastics RSI will teach you when price will end and when price will begin. You won't be 100% right every time, but if you do the same things over and over again, you'll begin to have a higher probability of winning. I really like the mix of activities. I like the things that complement one another. I was not bold enough. Mom wanted me to do ballet, but I thought it was for girls. I missed out. Shout out to Fingbook. Sorry you missed out on that ballet, man. Definitely, Shiba is strong. AJ Shiba. Shiba gonna rock it, baby. My man likes his Shiba. Funky beat, bro. Not even awake and moving like a hyper kid. Do the hustle, man. Stat, get it, baby. I'm jamming at the crib to this music. Drummer is tinkling on a wine glass. Yeah, he is. Yo, it's funny that, yo, Finbook, you on point, man. Y'all awesome people, man. I had a great time with each and every one of you tonight. Everyone, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin. And we're going to run out of here for the night. Make sure I didn't leave anybody hanging here on a super chat easy. Let's see what's going down. Dedication for La Paula. Shiba Inu. Nice one, Sammy. Love it, bro. You cranking me up. You cracking me up. Shout out to AJ Shiba, man. You the man, dude. Thanks for coming on in, dude. Appreciate you. Is Bitcoin breaking to the top? Bless, bro. Have a good one. Stay on my page. Guys, if you want to be more friends with me, if you want to jump in with me, join my Patreon for $99 a month. Kick it with the lifer every single day. Know my thoughts, know my dreams, know the things I'm talking about. Find my personal life story that I share with you each and every day, my struggles, how I got where I am, how I'm going where I want to go, and how I want to take each and every one of you with me. So if you want to ride the spaceship, I'm on. Because I'm on one and I'm gone, baby. And I've already left this planet, and I'm going to continue to move to the next solar system. So if that's where you want to go, if you know you don't fit in here and you want to zoom to the next level, if your frequencies just don't vibe, you feel like you're getting pulled down and you want to zoom on out, jump on into my Patreon with me. I'm going to teach you how to change your life financially with technical analysis. I'm going to educate you. We're going to find out where the money's flowing in crypto, and once this market gets hyper and starts to move, I'll be the first one to know what coins are the hottest and where to go and what to do. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. IOST, which I should have done a lot. Cup and handle, still holding 88.6 retracement at 2.9. I can see this going all the way back to 14 cents and doing like a beautiful 5x almost from where it's at. So I'm smoking the same good sheesh. This guy, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live. This is cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Keywords here: cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. We'll take a look at Vulcan Forge, which took a big dump. Vulcan Forge. So you snatch at 1440 on the lows. Okay. You're like, you know what? I'm going for him. I'm going to get that lowsies and get him on the low. I mean, it's a great project to get on the super low. It did an entire retracement. Throw your fibs away at this point. I mean, we can go back to them and check on them, but I mean, it retraced the whole way. Actually, you know what? Not if we let's draw the fib from here, from initial entry, right? And I mean, 706 again. You know, strong retracement area. The secret fib, the institutional fib that we're not supposed to know about, but that the lifer just, someone was nice enough to be, hey, I used to trade institutional. Add the 706 to your chart. He said it'll help. Trust me. You'll see. I said, wow, you're right, man. Falling wedge could break back out, right, to the upside. Oversold. Seeing some signs, slight hidden bullish even there. You take this low to this low, that's an uptrend. But down there, it's a downtrend. I've seen that play out. I've backtested this theory that has played out as hidden bullish. Shout out to your 1440 snatch up. And good for you to get in on the lows. Anything is possible. I could see more downside or upside. I could see if it come back down to 9 or 10 where the main support really is. Hasn't touched there yet. I could see that happen. Why is it hanging out here? Really only has one level of the 706 maybe. So trying to, in that bottom there. So that bottom's giving it support. If it can hold that level, fine. But if not, I could easily see it come to this. Usually it comes to the 200-day moving average. See how it just appeared? And I talk about this again. The 4-hour, where we at though? And I already did that and fell through it. Yeah, but so it's done. It's been through that already, that phase. I like it. Anything is possible. Again, Bitcoin controls the market. You see more downside in Bitcoin. You can see more downside in PYR. I just have to put that out there. But just be cautious. And XYO now is beginning a little bit of a flag here. I humbly agree with you. Probably wants a little more in a scalp action. I love the alert system I use. I just put an alert here. Watch how fun this is. That alert will hit, and we'll come check on it. Look at my flag here for OGN now. Just as I presumed, and we're going to have to touch the 21-day moving average. I'll teach you these skills if you want to learn. I do this every single day. There's people that have made bajillions, bajillions, just hanging out with me. Is Bitcoin dropping below 45K? I mean, you could go to the beginning of this video and watch the timestamps when I'm done and see. I love you as pleasure. Thank you, man. That sounds amazing. Sounds kind of fun. Grace Ashley Harris might do a hike tonight under the full moon or go watch the ice rink. Watch the skaters. Thingbook, where are you from? Do a hike under the full moon. That sounds so cool, man. Where are you from, Thingbook? Awesome episode as usual. What an amazing stream. And usually I'm not really talkative on the stream. Love to focus, but it was a pleasure talking to you all. Love you all. Hope to see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. A little sus, Mike Reinhardt. Las Vegas, Red Rock in Las Vegas. Oh, yeah, because it's like freezing cold out tonight. And I'm like, oh, this guy's going to go on a nice walk. I'm like, damn. I was like, I could do that. I'll freeze my tuchus off. It's like 27 degrees. But hey, it is what it is, you know. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Oh, I could have been a lot louder. Sorry about that. I had brought my audio down a little bit. I think I was a little too low tonight. That would have been a little more personable, no? Picking up what I'm putting down. You know, I keep the same sound. Cup and handle, we favor. Lifers do it major. No stop loss hit like money making Mitch. Turn TA on like a switch. Home run on the pitch. Never snitch. Keep it flipping on the switch. London, bro. Shout out to AJ Shiba. Cheers, my London buddy. Sin City Lifers in the house. Shout out to Michael Jordan in the game. Music is too loud. Metal shorts, man. You know what we say to people who do that? We make it louder. I'm in LV2, brother. I gotta check out RR still. Kadena giving us an entry. I'm by Texas Station. Musk, baby. Blast that music. Turn it up. Yo, my lifers, man. I love y'all. Music is not loud. Now Kevin gets it. Kevin's with us now. Thanks for another live stream and sharing your most valuable asset with us, your time. How can we reach you via email? Send an email to cryptolifers@gmail. Cryptolifers@gmail. Cryptolifers@gmail to jump on in. And I'm happy we provided you with a nice pump by XYO. We're able to find that, put it into a chart, show you how the chart would play out, and we showed you how technical analysis does what it does. Okay? We teach you the ways of the world here in technical analysis in cryptocurrency. So you can find your way and do your own thing and not be manipulated by the market maker, because the more people I can free from the clutches of the market maker and make you whole and one, that is the goal, right? When you can extrapolate your emotions and begin to move fluidly with the charts, you'll be able to find an amazing strength in your inner core. Nobody will ever take away from you, and you'll be able to take it wherever you want in the world with an internet connection. So, Kadena's on my radar as well. Shout out to everyone here on the live. I'll be active in the Patreon for my peoples. Can you check Hawthorne? Lots of updates. Lots of upside. I gotta bounce. Throw me a super chat at the last minute if you have to. But I'm jumping on out of here for the night. Shout out to all my lifers. Shout out to everyone here. I'll keep the Patrons updated with what I'm looking at for BTC. We looked at Bitcoin in depth. We looked at the Dow Jones futures in depth. Bitcoin kind of collapsing a little bit. The Dow Jones, telling you it's stressing us a little bit. And now Bitcoin stressing a little bit. However, we are oversold on that 1 hour. We are getting oversold in that 15 minute. 15 minute actually has some downside. We could see actually a turn here. And I may get stopped out of that trade. Highly likely now based on the indecision here. Again, back to the Dow futures. If they go cross 300 now when we refresh page, 279, okay. But still, showing signs of possibly a bloody Monday. However, when we did look at the Dow, it said that we could get a recovery move to the upside on the 1 hour stochastic. So we will wake up in the morning, but be ready for high volatility. Be ready. Sunday into Monday morning is always tough. It's not easy. Okay. Jimmy Phillips, we'll check that out. I heard George R.R. Martin coins. HTR is Hawthorne. Is that what it is real quick? I'll look at Hawthorne real quick before I jump out of here. And look at that shoulder, head, and shoulder. I just want to teach you guys stuff. When you see these things, you can't negate them. Okay? When you see a shoulder, a head, and another shoulder, that's going to drop. Okay? Because that's what happens when there's a head and shoulder pattern. And where's it going to drop? The length of the head to the neckline. Presume your neckline. There you go. We could have more downside here. Possible a bear flag here for Hawthorne in a way. Like, see this rising wedge that's breaking down now? In a bit of a downtrend and trending down. See, the 4-hour has way more room to grow to. And look at this. Interesting. Bigger time frame. I feel like it broke out of this. You could try to put it in a bigger one, I guess, like this. Either way, I see it coming back into these regions for some support. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember to hit the notification bell so you can find out when I post my next video. And if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. OGN maybe on the 5-minute scale, possibly. It's just forming the flag though, Crypto Greg. That's just a 5-minute going to oscillate until, and then the 1 hour is going to have to come on down. In my humble opinion. But do whatever makes you happy. At the end of every live stream, I say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life. So thank you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting the Crypto Lifer and being a part of the movement. Have a wonderful night. Be safe. Take care. The gratitude, there's no words that I could give to each and every one of you for coming back every single day and supporting me. But I love you, and I'll see you all tomorrow on the weekly live stream at 10 a.m. Peace. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I love you all. Have a great night. Crypto is life.